Hey y'all, what's good? It's me, your homegirl, sister, better friend, Monét Exchange, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing a game. I love games. We're playing a game called Truth or Dare or Smoke, and we're gonna get nasty. Shall we? Let's get into it. Thank you so much for watching this video and being committed to my fabulous content. Listen, this is a gentle / forceful reminder to subscribe to my channel and click the little notification bell. I have so much brilliant, beautiful, delicious, fabulous content coming your way. The only way to be on the end and the up and up is to be subscribed to the channel. And I have a lofty goal. My goal is to get 250K subscribers by May. 250K by May. And we can only do that by our lovely powers combined. So, without further ado, let's get back into the video. Okay, so how this is gonna function. My producers have made some questions that are all high risk, that are all truth or dare questions. And if I refuse to answer, I have to take a hit of the devil's lettuce. I have plans after this, so I hope I don't get too up because I want to have a good time. But you know what? I'm a pretty open book. These motherfuckers think they know me, that I won't answer shit. You don't know me. I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. Be forewarned that I'm going to get pretty up, and I do not condone the use of I just do it for myself. So don't be trying to do what I do. Y'all folks, don't try to do what I do. I do what I do, you do what you do. I have not seen any of these questions. I literally have no idea what is gonna be asked of me. So you're seeing a real reaction in real time to these very interesting questions.
Name 3 ways RuPaul could improve as a host and do better in drag.
Oh my God. Off the top. Okay, I mean, that's easy. I think that RuPaul can invest in his own custom hairlines. RuPaul is literally, he's not a drag queen, he's a queen of drag. And we're overseeing these hairlines. I wanna see a custom ventilated front. I wanna see a widow's peak. I wanna see fantasy, like give me the fantasy. 2, I think that RuPaul should have queens behind the judges table. I know Ru only wants to be the only queen. Brooklyn did it in Canada's Drag Race. Get some queens behind there. Give me a Trixie, give me a Bob, give me Bianca, give me a Monét. Like I wanna see queens behind the dais judging the girls as only another queen can. 3rd thing that RuPaul can do to improve. Oh, what's up with this? If y'all have noticed, this season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race, because back in the day, the logo days, it was, and may the best woman win. Now he's literally like, may the best woman win.
They changed it to drag queen.
And I think that's up. These girls deserve a high hand. RuPaul, shave your armpits and raise that fucking hand, girl.
What's one drag queen that is your hall pass?
Oh, like a queen I would a drag queen, that's my hall pass. I mean, we're open, so it's not like, so it's not, you know, I'm not running, I don't need a hall pass, honey. You don't need to get a hall pass if you always got one. I don't know, I think I'm a single drag queen I want to be honest. Well, I mean, okay, other franchise. Oh, this is gonna be a deep cut. This is gonna be really random, but only because her nudes have leaked. I've seen her nudes, and the dick looks right. I don't know if this girl even still does drag, but Anubis, the dick look good. I would get in there. I'd be into it.
Who is the most famous person who has romantically slid into your DMs? Name them.
The most famous person that has slid into my DMs. I don't want to be spilling nobody's tea because that certain person was not out or queer. But, I mean, to my knowledge, I don't want to spill nobody's tea, so we're gonna smoke. Can I even show that on camera?
Have you and Bob ever gotten into a serious fight that the fans don't know about?
Okay, so Bob and I, we've been in 3 major fights in our entire tenure of our friendship. One was about veganism. The second one was about a podcast. He came over to my house and we had a discussion about a difference in our values. And the third one was most recently about boundaries. This was one that was about 3 or 4 months ago. So in the 14 years we've been friends, we've had 3 fights and that got pretty deep. The last 2 we were recording a podcast, we actually had to put cameras down. One of the one about values, he just got up and it was like the dead of winter in New York City. He was like, I'm gonna walk home. And then I was like, okay, bitch. And we didn't talk for like 4 or 5 days after that. And then the most recent one, it got really heated. We were really going at it. And then we paused. And then in all these years of therapy, at the climax of our blow up, I was like, hey, what do you need for us to move on from this moment or this situation? And we proceeded to have like a 3-hour conversation. And then now we're better for it.
Who is a drag queen that everyone loves, name them, but you do not understand the hype?
Who's a drag queen that everyone loves that I do not understand the hype? You know, I think she got a resurgence after All Stars 10, and I don't get it, but Nicole Paige Brooks, like, the drag isn't that sickening. I know she's the funniest around, so I get people love her, but I'm like, it feels like a shady love because they like her because she's a mess. So I think that feels shady by y'all, first of all. So I'm gonna go with Nicole Paige Brooks. Like, seems like a super, I never met her also IRL, so I don't get it. It's not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. Not my strain of weed.
Did you get a response from Domino after your expose? Did you all work it out in the readings?
Oh, okay. So Domino did. Domino emailed me back, very apologetic, took ownership of what he did, tried to make amends. And he also called me a few days after that email, and I didn't answer the phone. I was busy doing something. And if I'm being very honest, y'all might be like, you are a crazy f***ing bitch. I didn't know how to respond. I'm like, do I want this dress or just taking the money back? And I think I'm gonna respond and say, okay, let's make the dress. But to me, getting the outfit is worth more than getting the money back, if that makes sense. Like, so that might be a crazy thing. So I have not responded because I know what I want. Y'all comment below what I should do.
Have you ever used your celebrity status to get something for free, and what was it?
Oh, bitch, recently I did. I'm drooling. Recently, so years ago, I got a glitter robot for Colleen. When I first got Colleen, she was like a baby. A glitter robot, they sent me a glitter robot for free. These cost like $600. And at that age, Colleen was like a kitten. I had just had a cat. I didn't know how it all worked out. So she would like get in the litter box and scoop all the litter out and just put it all over my floor. So I was like, oh, she can't have like an open litter box because she's a fucking mess. So I ended up giving it away to a friend. And now that she's older, she doesn't do that anymore. So I reached out to the little robot people. I was like, hey, how y'all doing? So remember y'all gave me a litter box? Well, I would like a new one. And I was like, you know, because these things, y'all, they're $1,000. So I reached out and I said, you know, I have my cat Colleen. Let me know if you're interested in doing any brand partnerships about it, blah, 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 which I never do it for myself. I've literally never done this to any other brand. So I hit up Little Robot, outlined the whole thing in an email, and bitch, they have not responded. Even like I DM'd them first, and she said, oh yeah, email this person at our brand partnerships and they'll get you together. Bitch, they said no. Bitch, we already gave you one. You ain't used it properly, so f you. I tried, it didn't work, and this is why I don't do this. This is why I don't reach out, because of the embarrassment of being rejected.
What was the last category of porn you looked up? Prove it by showing us your screen as you type in Pornhub.
See, I don't use Pornhub. I use Twitter for my porn. To be honest, now that I'm in my late mid-30s, porn doesn't even happen that often either. The well has dried, y'all. I've been since I was 12 years old, okay? I done seen everything. And I am engaged, I have a fiance. I only think and dream about him. Oh, I know who, it's this dude. And he's this Brazilian guy, but his entire is him hooking up in his car, which car f***ing is so inconvenient. It is uncomfortable. You have a gear shaft in your ass. It's like the worst, but it's still really hot to watch. Bitch, he be sucking the skin off these zigs. He has this beautiful like ass thigh tattoo that's really hot. So shouts out to him. His porn is great, and I watch it all the time on Twitter.
Flirt with me and Spencer right now as if you were picking us up at the bar.
I don't think I've literally ever picked up anyone from a bar. No, do y'all hook up at bars? Yeah, no, I've always been an app person, but I guess give me the weed. I don't know how to do that. Hook up at a bar, oh my God, I'm so uncomfy. Wow, y'all are built different.
Have you ever thought about firing Patty as your assistant, and why?
Patty is, wait, by the way, Patty's not my assistant anymore. Patty is my
chief operating officer. He's my COO. Ty is my assistant now. Ty goes on the road with me, and Ty does like all the assistant stuff, really. Patty's a really great assistant. I think the one time I did think about firing Patty, I just called my assistant. Oh my God, I'm getting stoned. Patty is a great COO. The one time I thought about firing them was when I had first moved to LA and he was gonna stay in New York. And he was like, oh, I can do my job from New York. I'm like, bitch, the fuck you can. I was like, no, I need someone here. And he didn't want to move to LA. And I was like, I don't think I even told him this. I was like, I had consulted friends and other people with the working the capacity, like Bianca and Jinx and Bob and other people and I was like, girl, I don't know. And a lot of advice was like, girl, you gotta cut him loose. And I was on the precipice of making this decision. And then me and him had a heart-to-heart, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna move to Los Angeles. Now, just know this, Patty hates LA. I think Patty is waiting for the day when the company moves back to the East Coast. But now he has a big ass dog. He can't move to New York with a big ass dog. What you gonna do with that fucking dog? So Patty's locked in here. We're locked in here together. Even though he's upset about it, I'm happy because he's here for me. So that was the first time I only thought about firing Patty. Was that situation.
Scale of 1 to 10, rate me, Ty, and Patty on how attractive you find us, and they all have to be different numbers.
How attractive I find y'all? I'm gonna give Patty, okay, y'all should know this about me. This is not a plus for you, so calm down, honey, toots. Height is a big thing for me. If you gotta be at least 6 feet to get on this ride, okay? I can't, with no inch high private eyes, I don't fuck with the short kings, it's not my thing. So Patty is 5'4", so, well, Patty is instantly, he's getting, just off of the height alone, Patty's giving a 4. Because he's too, but y'all have seen Patty's news, Patty's entire shit on the internet. Patty's a very beautiful man, but for me, it's gonna be a 4, just for the height. Ty's a little taller, but not that tall. I think Ty is maybe 5'8", so that's gonna be, we're gonna give him a 5 or a 6. And Byron, y'all know, is 6'4".
5.
You're not 6'5".
I sure am.
Bitch, you are not 6'5".
I am.
You're not.
I'll have my doctor. Why don't you call my doctor up next year?
6'5", 6'3". And I would give Byron, off of the height, an 8.
Today's a great day. Grab a sex toy from your room and show us on camera right now, and it cannot be Andy.
A sex toy? Okay, I have a sex toy I can get for y'all. Okay, so this, cause so a bitch travels on the road a lot. Seldom am I home, and I do have a boyfriend I've been entertaining for the past 4.5 years. So we found this Wi-Fi controlled butt plug situation. So I can be in Amsterdam with this in my hole, and Andy can have the app and he can like make it go anytime. One time I did a podcast and I left it in, and then randomly throughout the podcast, Andy did a little zzz, zzz, and just a little extra little, like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? So.
What podcast?
I can't tell you the podcast. That wasn't one of the questions. You just added it.
I sure did.
Wow, that's shady.
How much money did you make last year?
My God. That is crazy. That is crazy. You can't just ask someone how much money they made last year. I'm a 501c3. Do not send me no things. I'm not a 501c3. That was a joke.
Okay, you said your body count is quite high. Approximately how many of those people were fans?
Oh my God, one. I do not f fans. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's hot. I don't think it's fierce. So I've really abstained from fans. Once I weed message and you give any inclination that you know who I am, like for real, I immediately block, which is whatever, my own internalized whatever, but I'm just not into it. First time I f***ed a fan was right after season, it was in the midst of season 10. And I had stepped onto, this was in 2018, I had stepped on to do some days for Work the World because Lady Bunny was sick. So they flew me to Belfast, Northern UK. I was like, oh my God, let me get on Grindr, talking to this dude. And then he comes over to the hotel, and I think we're gonna get to it. He's just here talking. So I was like, okay, do you wanna come with me to the gig? So he came with me to Work the World, did the whole show, came back that night. I'm like, okay, I was like, let me get in the shower, let me de-drag and do all the things. Showered, got the girls ready, blah, 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 blah. Come back into the room, and he's again just talking to me, asking about RuPaul, asking me about Miss Cracker, all these questions. I was like, are we gonna do this? We finally It was fine. Come back to America, and guess what I brought home with me? Gonorrhea. This mother in Belfast, Northern Ireland, gave me gonorrhea. And fun fact, he DM'd me maybe like 7 or 8 months ago. It's like, hey, I heard you tell a story about me on the podcast. Just wanted to say hello because I told a story on the podcast before. I guess he knows what he did, so he doesn't have to DM me. He knows what the he did.
Pull out your phone, roast Taylor Swift aggressively for 15 seconds, and upload it to TikTok.
Oh my God, girl, the Swifties are scary. The Swifties are, honestly, people don't talk about this. The Swifties are on par with the Barbs. The Barbs are like DEFCON 5. The Swifties are like DEFCON 4.5. The amount of hate people were getting on the traders, I got a few. I didn't get a lot because I didn't lead the charge. But on traders who initiated the Donna Kelsey vote, baby, the Swifties are mad about Donna Kelsey. That I'm like, y'all ain't gonna get me.
Trinity the Tuck famously got outed as She-Devil by Night on Reddit. What is your Reddit username?
Oh, oh God. Ah! I don't think I've ever done anything shady on there. I don't think, have I? Oh my God, and people are gonna be like, oh my God, this is Monét. So right at the beginning of season 10, or right before season 10, I was trying to do content. I was like, let me get on YouTube and be a content girl. And cut to 9 years later, we're still trying to be a content girl. Anyway, and I had a series called Reddit, READDET, and I would ask Reddit for questions that they had about Drag Race or whatever, or I was reviewing a season of Drag Race, and I would like go on there and post the videos on Reddit. So actually, this is my one Reddit account. I do not have a second one. You can see is official Monét Exchange. So it wasn't. I never had a shady account.
If Mora from Traders came onto you, do you think you would do it?
I think so. I don't know why I'm Jamaican. Although don't Mora sound Jamaican? When Mora talks and I close my eyes, I think it is a Jamaican woman at a restaurant. Like, I'm not kidding. Anyway, I think so. Mora is so f***ing hot, although she's tiny. But I guess if I'm going that direction, I would want them to be tiny. I mean, obviously I've topped guys way bigger than me before, and that's hot. But if I was with a woman, I think I would want to be, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think I would definitely get into the Mora fantasy. I think Mora, she's hot, she's beautiful. And she was just like that in real life. Like, that's not makeup, bitch. Her skin is flawless.
Rank the pit stop hosts from worst to best. Monét, Bob, Trixie, Bianca, Kingsley, Alaska, Manila, Raja.
Okay, wait, you gotta text me that list. I'm a little stoned. I don't remember who some of them you said are. Okay, from worst to best, Kingsley's at the bottom. He's there. Manila Luzon. If I'm being very honest, I only watched like one episode from Manila's pit stop, so maybe that's why I'm putting her so low. Wafwa, Bianca, Alaska. Then we're going. It's the top 3. Then we're gonna go Monét, Trixie, and I hate to do this, but Bob, I'm gonna put Trixie. I'm gonna put Bob and Trixie. Only because Bob can get so into the bit he wants to do the whole thing. I'm like, girl, we also like let the gas be part of it, and he's getting way better at it. But I think Trixie does a good job of having really funny bits, really funny jokes, and also letting the guests like be fully into it. You know, let's be honest. Every show with Bob, every episode with Bob is Bob the Drag Queen show featuring this bitch from season 12. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is, where Trixie feels like she does steer the ship as the host, that's her thing, but the co-host feels like as equally a part of it. And Bob could just feel like the Bob show, which is honestly Bob's greatest asset. He's funny and he's very direct and he's very good at what he does.
What is the most illegal thing you've ever done?
Oh my God, okay. I don't think I've ever said this story out loud, but here we go. Because the weed is doing it to me. I go into the Target, or as we call in Brooklyn, the Red Dot Boutique, the one there right there on the junction. And I wanted to get a liquid liner, like a gel liner in a pot, but it was like, even back then, it was like $8.79. And again, which is not a crazy thing, I was already buying stuff, but I made the stupid decision to steal it. I put it in my backpack, and I buy my other cart full of groceries. I don't know why I buy everything else I had. And then as I'm leaving, I'm like, okay, good, we got it, bitch. I walk through the escalator. I just feel a big, nasty hand on my shoulder like this. They bring me back into the back room. and they're like, did you take anything that was, and again, when they ask you that, bitch, they know the answers to the question. Although sometimes they have in cases of mistaken identity. That's beside the point. He pulled me back, he's like, hey, did you take anything, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, huh? What are you talking about? He's like, I'm gonna ask you again. Did you, and by the way, he wasn't even a cop. He was the fucking Target cop. He couldn't do anything to me. But that's how they scare you, because you don't know. And I was, what, 22? Anyway, he's like, did you take anything? And I was like, huh? And I was like, yes, I did. And I pulled out the gel liner from my thing. He took it. He's like, now that you stole it from Target, we're gonna have to get a picture of you, which they legally are not supposed to do. But you agree because you're scared. And he's like, we're gonna send this to all the Targets in the tri-state area to let them know that you steal. And the police are gonna come. I was like, the police? I was like, it's $8. He was like, yes. And bitch, they took me out of Target in handcuffs, hand behind my back, arrested for stealing that gel liner for $8.79.
Show us on camera a nude that you're proud of.
Oh my God. A nude that I'm proud of. But, well, I use for my grinder, I use just the top half of this from the torso up, but this is the nude I'm proud of. Yeah, the body looks good, the penis looks good, I look masked, honey, I love this. I took this on the Atlantis cruise. I needed some new material, you know, for the Telegram group.
Marry, kill, Bob the drag queen, Naomi Smalls, Trinity the Tug.
Oh my God, marry Naomi. Naomi and I will live such a beautiful life together. I f***ing love Naomi Smalls. I'm going to Trinity. I feel like, I mean, I've a fleshlight before. I can't be much different. And it feels good, so I'm trusting Trinity would feel good. And I have to kill Bob. I cannot argue with someone for the rest of eternity. I cannot, my entire existence cannot be arguing with someone no. So I'm gonna have to kill Bob.
Show your feet on camera right now for free. And if you don't want to, you can smoke.
Well, I don't have I really like showing my foot with a pedicure. No, I'm gonna smoke.
Is Andy the best sex you've ever had?
Oh my God. Andy's some of the best sex I ever had. Yeah, like, y'all, I'm in 4 figures, okay? I've had a lot of sex in my life, and Andy is definitely at the top there for sure.
Have you ever dated someone you knew you weren't interested in, but personally gained something from the relationship?
Oh my God, around COVID time, a little before COVID, I was this guy who was a chef. Bob calls him Uber Eats. He was a chef, he didn't work for Uber Eats. But he was this, he had a lot of money, and he worked in like all these different countries, and he was like offering to fly me places and bring me places. He was not, he broke my rule. He was a short king. Honey, he was like up to my tit or my nipples. Like he was short. But I just got, you know, about all these trips we're gonna have and blah, blah, blah. And I knew he was a fake. I knew he had money. He's the type, he would come to the drag show. He used to come to a lot of my shows back in New York. And he would tip very well. So, I mean, not unless that was all fake. But no, people knew him. Anyway, and then so I just wanted to get those things out of him. He bought me a very nice ring one time. And I kept on dating him. This is like, what, a 2-month situation? And then, yeah.
What gig would you like to apologize for in your entire career because you absolutely phoned it in?
Oh my God, recently, and some of y'all clocked this on the thing, I want to apologize to Roz Hernandez. I think that when I had her on Monét Talks, Roz has a very low, chill, like monotone, like low voice. I think that got me into it, and I wasn't my usual like, because I was like matching her energy. So like I like felt like felt like very like down, and I don't want to be there. And I really feel bad about that, and I would like to make it up to her in some way.
Say your full government name on camera and say, I hate that people call me Monét Exchange. I would much rather be called insert your name.
Oh, like so that people think that this is like.
Absolutely.
No, I do not. No.
Does your mom really own cell phone towers in St. Lucia?
Oh my God, my mother does not own cell phone towers in St. Lucia. She just worked at the phone company. It's called AT&T. It's called Cable and Wireless. She worked there for like 30 years. And so, no, she does not own cell phone towers. I wish.
Name one drag queen you would never work with again, even if the check was huge.
Oh, well, the reality is if the check is huge, I'll work with anyone. But one drag queen I wouldn't work with again, I probably think I'll say Eureka O'Hara or Ginger Minj. I would work with them again. Actually, also, I just love working with Ginger Minj. Anyway, there's no one I can think of that I would not work with again, especially for a good check. Oh! Oh, God. I'm gonna smoke. Okay, so that was Truth, Dare, or Smoke. I feel my guard went down a lot. I got a little more chatty in the end. And this was fun. Let's do another one. What should we do with mushrooms next time? What about PCB? Anyway, this was Truth or Dare or wait, Truth, what is it? Okay, tell me the questions you would have asked me. What are some things, some curious thoughts you have about me? Like, hello. And you don't have to say, my producers, they got me together, girl. I thought I've said everything. That's the thing, like, there's so many stories that I have. When I write my tell-all, my memoir, I talk about all of it. But they really got me. They gagged me some questions, for sure. And maybe next time we'll turn the cameras on them and ask them questions and see what we get there. I hope you enjoyed this video. More coming. And until next week, Monday, bye, bitches.